Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ratiprada Mataji, are you there?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Can I start, Mataji?
Yeah, just a second. Mataji. Hey, Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. So, welcome you all in the Throwback Thursday program today. So today we have a great person that has been Ratiprada Radhika Mataji with us. So just giving a brief introduction of Mataji. Mataji is originally from Haryana and now settled in Noida after marriage. So Mataji married to Dr. Anmol and now mother of 2 children. So Mataji is a doctor by profession and has MBBS and MD Pathology degree. Mataji is also the director of Chaitanya Diagnostic Centre in Noida. She got connected to Iskcon in 2000 and received first initiation from Guru Maharaj in 2015. Mataji has already completed Bhakti Shastri and now currently doing Bhakti Vaibhav as per Guru Maharaj's desire. Guru Maharaj want us all to do to have these degrees. And Mataji is serving in the Noida temple, taking care of the Iskcon teenager forums in Iskcon Noida, and also serving in the as a Bhakti Shastri exam services in Bhaktivedanta Academy. So thank you so much, Mataji, for giving us your association today. We are very excited to hear from you. So we all welcome Mataji by chanting one time Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Okay, Mataji. Over to you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Am I audible?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. So, Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swamin Iti Namine Namo Acharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gaur Katha Dhamadaya Nagara Grama Tarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I offer my respectful obeisances to all the devotees assembled here. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Krishna. So, before I begin the session, I would like to thank Harve Sadguru Sivanandini Mataji for giving me this opportunity, although I'm just not eligible to talk about Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj is already glorified in so many ways. But then, for my own purification, I would try to speak something, and I seek your blessings that I may be able to speak in the right spirit and glorify Guru Maharaj. So, thank you. And today, what I will be discussing is from this book, Milwaukee to Mayapur. some of you might have already read this book. So this is by Satyaraj Das Prabhuji, who's a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. And this book gives a description about mainly, the stage from birth of Guru Maharaj to when he came to Mayapur and how Mayapur project developed, like that, mostly till that. After that, we have an idea of what is happening, because technology now is so we can, through the technology, we get to know what Guru Maharaj is doing every day and where he is. But the earlier pastimes are not very well known. So through this book, we'll try to cover them today. Is the screen visible?
Yes, Mataji, visible.
Okay. Yeah. So today we are discussing about His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. And I'll be speaking from this book, Milwaukee to Mayapur by Satyaraj Das, and also from a very good, very nice lecture by Her Grace Mitai Sevini Mataji on the same subject. So I thank Satyaraj Das Prabhuji and Mitai Sevini Mataji. So starting with the Guru Maharaj appearance day, Guru Maharaj appeared on this planet on April 9th, 1949, on the Ekadashi after Ramnav. I would like you to either note down or memorize some of the important things. We can have a small quiz after the session. I mean, I can post it in the group and you can answer and send your answers to me. So Guru Maharaj appeared on April 9th, 1949, on the Ekadashi after Ramnav. His father was Gordon John Herbert Erdman I, and mother was Lorraine Erdman, and she is also well known among devotees as Laurie, Mother Laurie. And Guru Maharaj's name that was given was Gordon John Herbert Erdman II, and he was his nickname was Jay, and the place was Milwaukee, Wisconsin, America. So here we can see 2-month-old Jay in 1949, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, USA. And this is Mother Laurie, and she's carrying Guru Maharaj. And this is little Jay having fun outdoors. This was early childhood. Okay, so before Guru Maharaj appeared on the planet, there's a brief history I would like to discuss with you about this Badger Paint Company. Guru Maharaj's great-grandfather, they had migrated to Baltimore and then to this place, Wisconsin. So he was a German, and then his grandfather, and then grandfather came to this place, and he tried many jobs, like he was trying frame making the thing, and then carpentry work and all. And then he met a fellow German whose name was Robert Jacobi, and they became very good friends. And to their luck, they found some unclaimed turpentine cans in a drain, and then they made some business out of it. And finally, this Badger Paint Company came into being, and it became a huge success. It became a multi-million-dollar company. So this is one of the outlets. Later on, this company had around more than 120 outlets, 120 enterprises. Okay, and so to this, Guru Maharaj, our Guru Maharaj, was an heir. So this company was formed in 1918. And 1918 is special because in this year only, Srila Bhakti Saraswati Thakur, he took sannyas, and first Gaudiya Math was formed, and later it had 64 branches. Yeah. So coming to Guru Maharaj's father, father had they were 13 siblings, and he was getting training of a priest. And father had a facial mark. Significance of this I will tell later why I'm mentioning this mark. And then he became a healer in military, because he had some training in medical. So he became medic in Second World War. And then he became a district manager at Badger, like that. And their house, I must mention, it was a very, very big, luxurious house. It had 4 floors, as described in this book. It was near a lake, near Milwaukee Lake. It had, a swimming pool in the basement. It had billiards table, tennis court, and a golf court, and there was a garden also in the house. It was such a a place to see that during Easter and Christmas, people used to buy tickets to watch, to have a look at the second floor of the house. First floor was open for all during these festivals, and for second floor they had to pay some small fee and have tickets to see the second floor. So that was Guru Maharaj, where early childhood of Guru Maharaj was spent. Coming to siblings, Guru Maharaj had, we can see in the picture, Guru Maharaj is eldest of all, and he had a younger sister whose name was Jan, and a younger brother whose name was Jeff. And then Guru Maharaj's parents, they separated when Guru Maharaj was 9 years old. And after that, Guru Maharaj's father married another lady, and Leslie, another sister, was. So during early years itself, there were some intimations of spirituality. So like after this divorce thing happened, Guru Maharaj and his mother, they went to Guru Maharaj's maternal grandfather's place. And he was a simple man, spiritual man. And when he visited that place, at that time, Guru Maharaj had some warts on his body, all over the body. So then when his grandfather, he saw those, he said that I can make them disappear like that. Oh, really? Guru Maharaj said, oh, really? Then, how can we do this? So he said that you touch each wart and you say that in the name of God, you go, disappear, like that. So Guru Maharaj actually did that. He touched each wart and he said that in the name of God, you just disappear. And miraculously, all the warts disappeared after that. So although Guru Maharaj says that he was guilty for using God's name for such a menial work, but this experience instilled in Guru Maharaj, faith on the holy name of God, on the power of the holy name of God. So that was one incident. And then about father's facial mark that I mentioned, there was a big mark and it extended from, neck area to face and then till eye area. So it was not very good to look at. And but then when he used to talk to people, then people used to like him a lot. He was, by nature, he was very nice. So Guru Maharaj could make out that this person is different and the body is different. He could make this out. So that was the first thing when he could make out, first time when he could make out that body and the person or the soul are different. And then another incident that is described by Mother Laurie. She explains that once, every Sunday they used to go to church. So one of those Sundays they had gone and they found that little Jay is missing. So there was a big commotion. Everybody was trying to find out where Jay has gone, like that. And then later they found out that Guru Maharaj had gone to the altar and in front of Jesus, he was standing with his arms outstretched and he was, very loudly, he was saying, "Oh Lord, hallowed be thy name," like that. So Mother Laurie was very amused at, this spiritual side of Guru Maharaj and how he had so much faith in Lord. So this was one incident. And another incident as described by Brother Jay. So at that time, Guru Maharaj was a teenager and they were playing in some garden and they were, they have these slingshots. In Hindi, I think we call it gulel. They hit a target with that. So Guru Maharaj, with that slingshot, he hit a squirrel. And that squirrel just fell down. And After this, Guru Maharaj became so affected. He started to cry looking at the squirrel, at the pain of the squirrel. And then he realized that when we cannot create life, then we cannot take it also. So this is described by Brother Jeff, that this incident happened and its impact on Guru Maharaj. So this compassion, so this these were some of the intimations of spirituality in his early childhood. And Guru Maharaj was a very good sportsman. So he was very good at football, golf, track, fencing, rifle club. And he was at the age of around 12, I think, he was amongst the top 11 of the National Rifle Association. And then for some time, he lived a life of an acolyte, that is the altar boy, where they, assist the priest in services at the altar, or giving out wafers and things like that, whatever assistance is required. But then one Sunday, he found that this head priest, was drunk. So Guru Maharaj, when he saw this, he became very, he was not very comfortable. And he thought that, no, this is not the kind of Guru I'm looking for. Okay. So this is one of the pictures of Guru Maharaj, soldier in the making. Okay. Later on, he became soldier in Prabhupada's army. Yeah. So coming to academics. So Guru Maharaj was very, very intelligent, and he was amongst the top 4 in the class, and he got 4 or 5 full scholarships. And then he chose Brown University, and before that in his school time, he also joined this St. John's Military Academy. It is listed, Guru Maharaj's name is listed as a noted alumnus on the Academy's website. Jayapataka Swami, Gordon John Erdman II, SJMA 1965, is a Hare Krishna Guru. Like that, it is still mentioned on the website. And then he joined Brown University, which is one of the most prestigious schools in America. And he studied chemical engineering. And very soon he got to the top of the class. Then something happened. There was a guest lecture by one person, Timothy Leary. He had come to give a guest lecture in the university. And he talked about teachings of Lord Buddha. How Lord Buddha, he had gone out of his palace, and then he saw, a lady delivering a baby, and about birth, and then he saw a diseased person, disease, old age, and death, like that. And how he, went out for self-realization, like that, the story of Lord Buddha. This Timothy Leary, he narrated this. So this made a very deep impact on Guru Maharaj. So much so that he became so much absorbed in these thoughts that he could not concentrate on his studies, and he failed in 2 subjects. Okay, so this Brown University, they then said that you have failed in 2 subjects, you're not able to concentrate on your studies, so we can't keep you. So you can, go, and if you do well in some other college, then you can come back. So Guru Maharaj then went to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, again to Milwaukee University. And then anyways, it was time for summer vacation. So Guru Maharaj thought that, at that time, hippie culture was rising, 1968, and 1967 was called the Summer of Love, like that. So he was planning for a hitchhiking trip to San Francisco from Milwaukee. So the search began there. When he reached San Francisco, at that place, he tried many things. He tried Hatha Yoga, and he went to a bookshop and asked for some books on spirituality. And he got these books on Hatha Yoga, astral projection, Buddhism, Judaism, like that. So there was one guru who was teaching Hatha Yoga, and Guru Maharaj tried to attend that session. And after teaching yoga, he saw this, the teacher was a pilot actually. He had a license of pilot. So this teacher, he went, after the class, he went to the swimming pool, and there were some girls in bikini, and he was posing with them and getting pictures taken. So Guru Maharaj did not like this, so he thought that, no, this cannot be my Guru. And so he then, after that, he tried this astral projection and he became quite interested in that. And again, he tried to find the author of the book from where he was reading this astral projection. He tried to approach him, and finally, when he could find him, he asked him that to teach about this astral projection and all. But this person, he said that I'm grounded for 2 years, and if you're looking for astral projection, I'm not the right person. I don't know how to do it now anymore. So like that, this was also rejected later. Now, this something special happened on way to finding Krishna. Guru Maharaj had an encounter with a Kirtan party, Hare Krishna Kirtan party. And these devotees, they were giving out some leaflets, and Guru Maharaj also got one leaflet which said, "Stay high forever." And it also mentioned Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And it also explained the meaning of each word, like Krishna, the pleasure, like the all attractive, and Rama, the pleasure giving, like that. And Hare is the energy of the Lord, like that. Some explanation was given of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So Guru Maharaj thought, okay, I mean, it's okay, but he did not get any, close touch with the devotees at that time. Then after that, he again met devotees at Golden Gate Park. This time, Guru Maharaj, he took a closer look at the devotees, and he saw one Mataji. She was having, nice tilak. And when Guru Maharaj looked at that tilak, he became some emotions, he got, and he got frightened, and he ran to quite some distance. And then after that, he calmed down, and then he thought, why I'm getting so scared? What is happening with me? Why are my hair standing on end? Why am I getting such emotions? So like that. And after that, he came back to find the devotees. But when he came back, the devotees are already left. So then Guru Maharaj asked the local people where I can find them. And they said that every week they come here. We don't know where their center is, but you can come next week. Then after some time, he saw there was a poster which mentioned about the festival of the chariots, Rath Yatra. So this was the second Rath Yatra at San Francisco. And the poster also mentioned that you can get a vegetarian meal for 25 cents. That was also mentioned in the poster. So Guru Maharaj, he was a vegetarian at that time, and so he thought that let me try this place. So he reached that center, San Francisco Center. And when he visited that temple, he saw there was a very beautiful Brijvasi print of Krishna, where Krishna, blue Krishna, is sitting in a garden sort of a place, and there are trees, and there are calves and cows, and there is water flowing, water stream flowing nearby. So like that, when he looked at Krishna, he thought, how can something be so beautiful? That picture, how it affected Guru Maharaj so much. And yeah, and then for vegetarian food, he was carrying those 25 cents to give it to the devotee. So he was trying each devotee that, please, you take my 25 cents and give me a vegetarian meal, like that. So he approached many devotees, but everybody was saying, you go to him, like that. Finally, one devotee said, you go to Garg Muni Prabhu, he will definitely take your money. And those days, Garg Muni Prabhu was also known for collecting money, because he was also called as Garg Mani Prabhu. Some devotees used to call him like that, because he would never miss a chance to collect for Krishna. So like that. So he finally found Garg Muni Prabhu, and he gave those 25 cents to him, and he took those, and in return, he gave Guru Maharaj the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, which Srila Prabhupada had got from India. So that was given, and along with that, the vegetarian meal. Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj took that vegetarian meal. So then after that, Guru Maharaj, when he came out of the temple, he saw devotees working, for the Rath Yatra festival. And there, Guru Maharaj met Jayananda Prabhu. So Guru Maharaj explains, Jayananda Prabhu was very loving, very caring, and then Guru Maharaj, he helped Jayananda Prabhu in making the Ratha. So Jayaran Prabhu, he showed a picture of Ratha that had to be made. And then Guru Maharaj looked at the Ratha and he said, oh, okay, this is for next year or maybe after 2 years, like that. And Jananda Prabhu said, no, within 2 weeks, this has to be, ready. We have to make this ready in 2 weeks. And then Guru Maharaj said, no way, this is not possible. It's such a huge Rath, how can we do it? But then they worked day and night and they were working on it. Now, during the same time, one devotee, he came with the beads and he was distributing those beads to the devotees, and he was telling that if you want to chant, you can chant on these beads, like that. So he gave one set of beads to Guru Maharaj also. And Guru Maharaj, he took those beads and he went to nearby some garden and he started chanting. So now when he is chanting, his hair was standing on end. He was crying. He got so emotional. He was getting, so much ecstasy. And he didn't know what is happening with him. So he went on chanting, and like this one round, 4, 8, 16, Guru Maharaj says that I think he chanted for 32 rounds. That was the first time he was chanting on beads, and he chanted 32 rounds. And then he came back to his service. And then that devotee who had given him the beads, he came. And he said, oh, where is Bhakti Jaya? I've been searching for you. Where were you? Like that. He said, okay, yeah, what happened? So Bhakti Jaya, he was asked that, where are those beads that I gave you? Do you still have them? By mistake, I gave you Srila Prabhupada's beads. Those were Srila Prabhupada's beads that I gave you. So that was the first touch that Guru Maharaj got of Srila Prabhupada. So that was the way we can say of Srila Prabhupada, of showering his blessings on Guru Maharaj. So that then he could correlate, why I was getting so ecstatic during chanting. So then after that, he saw that during the Rath Yatra, all the devotees were dancing, up and down like that. And so this was confusing for Guru Maharaj. He thought maybe they are, raising their Kundalini and they are balancing their airs like that. This is a part of Hatha Yoga, because Guru Maharaj was so much into Hatha Yoga and all. So that is what he was imagining. But then Guru Maharaj found a book by Srila Prabhupada, Easy Journey to Other Planets, and that clarified many of his doubts. Within 2 weeks of being in San Francisco temple, Guru Maharaj decided that if I have to give it a try, I will give it a full try. So Guru Maharaj shaved his head, and a shikha was kept, and he started wearing dhoti. At that time, Guru Maharaj remembers that he met so many wonderful devotees, Tamal Krishna, Swami Maharaj, Vishnujan Prabhu, Umapati Prabhu, Shyamasundar Prabhu, Jayanand Prabhu, and Garipuni Prabhu, and others. And Shyamasundar Das Prabhuji, he has written a book, Chasing Rhinos with the Swami, and in that book also, Prabhuji mentions Guru Maharaj as, a new Bhakta, Jayapataka, has come here, and he is already shaven-headed, like that. So this is one of those pictures of the Rath Yatra festival. This was the second Rath Yatra festival in San Francisco, and this was on 13th June 1968. And Guru Maharaj had shaved. This is before, this is after. So on the way to Srila Prabhupada. So now he was staying in that temple and doing services. He asked, Guru Maharaj asked the temple president that if he could go and meet Srila Prabhupada. He really wants to meet Srila Prabhupada. But then temple president said that no, you can't go because there are so many services here, and I can't allow you to go like that. But then other devotees, they were telling that if you meet Srila Prabhupada, this is going to, change your life like that. It is going to be very good for your spiritual life. So Guru Maharaj was very, intensely desiring that I should meet Srila Prabhupada. So Guru Maharaj thought, let me, reject the orders of temple president and let me go and see Srila Prabhupada. So Guru Maharaj decided that, and he left. So Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada at that time was at Montreal. So he had to cross, he went to New York first, and he visited the first temple of Iskcon. At that time, there were hardly any centers. The one was this New York center, other was at Montreal, and this San Francisco was the third. I think 3 or 4 centers only were there at that time. So Guru Maharaj visited New York temple, and then he reached Montreal. So yeah, Montreal is important because in 1896, Bhaktivedanta Thakur had sent a book called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, His Life and Precepts, to MC Gill University in Montreal. And this is the same year Srila Prabhupada was born. And after 70 years, we find that Srila Prabhupada, he reached Montreal and he reached that university where this book is kept. And he opened that book and he also spread the message of Lord Chaitanya. So, yeah. So Srila Prabhupada's Divine Darshan. Then they were all waiting in the room, Montreal room. Montreal temple was at the 3rd floor. It was on the 3rd floor, and it was actually a bowling alley that they had converted it into a temple. It was a rented place. So they were all waiting in that room for Srila Prabhupada to come. And as soon as Srila Prabhupada came, Guru Maharaj saw, at that time, Guru Maharaj could see auras because he was into this astral thing and all. So he could see people's auras. So Guru Maharaj says that, normally he would see, blue auras, red auras like that. But Srila Prabhupada's aura was white, yellow, bright light, and it filled the whole room. So after that, Gargamuni Prabhu, he introduced Bhakt Jai, and he said that he's been serving at our San Francisco temple. So Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada said that, okay, you bring him for lunch tomorrow. So there was this lunch appointment fixed with Srila Prabhupada for the next day. So they were waiting. Next day they were waiting for Srila Prabhupada for the lunch, and Brahmananda Prabhu was sitting on one side and Gargamuni Prabhu was sitting on the other side, and they both were very heavy built. And Guru Maharaj at that time was very skinny. So it was a sight to see. And then Srila Prabhupada arrived, and Guru Maharaj remembers that they had curry, rice, curd, cauliflower pakora, like that. He remembers the menu, what they had during their first appointment with Srila Prabhupada, first lunch date with Srila Prabhupada. And then Guru Maharaj, he told Srila Prabhupada that, Srila Prabhupada, I am thinking of going to India. Then Prabhupada said that there is no need. We require your services here. So when there is time, when it is the right time, I will tell you when to go to India. But for now, you stay here. And then Guru Maharaj asked about this query on the lights, that I can see, different lights, different auras of people. So then Srila Prabhupada said that you chant nicely and these lights would go. After this lunch date with Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj's life changed. In his heart, he surrendered to Srila Prabhupada. He could understand that this is my Guru. So what happened is, it was a rented place, as I've already told, and within 2 weeks of meeting Srila Prabhupada said that, yes, I will give initiation to Bhakti Jai. And on July 24, 1968, Guru Maharaj became from Bhakti Jai to Jayapataka Brahmachari. And when Srila Prabhupada gave initiation and gave this name to Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada said, you are the victory flag of Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada then told about 10 offenses in the initiation lecture. And he also told how to chant nicely and things like that. So we can see here, Jai becomes Jayapataka Das after receiving initiation from His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada in 1968 in Montreal, Canada. So now what happened is, after initiations were over, Srila Prabhupada got his US visa and he left Montreal temple. And after 14 days, Hamsaduta Prabhu was the temple president at that time at Montreal temple. He also left because he got another preaching opportunity. They were trying to open some center somewhere, so he had to leave. So he also left. And Guru Maharaj was informed that you are the temple president now. So hardly 14 days after initiation, Guru Maharaj has become temple president. So we can see how things are moving so fast. Guru Maharaj has summer vacations. He comes to San Francisco and he meets devotees at Golden Gate Park. He reaches the, this Montreal temple. He gets initiation and he becomes the temple president within no time. Now he had only 4 helping devotees and he had to, manage everything: prasad, preaching, cleaning, puja work and everything. So he had to work because to run the center, they required some Lakshmi, and so he had to work. So he had a job as a welder for some time. And Guru Maharaj describes how during this period, there used to be, group of people during welding. There used to be teams. So one team would do one work and they will pass on to the next team like that. And there were some girls during this job. And these girls, they were very flirty. They used to try to flirt with Guru Maharaj, but then Guru Maharaj would not speak with them at all. And then they would say that this person is such, he's so antisocial, he doesn't talk like that. But Guru Maharaj says that he was following this Vedic culture and he couldn't explain it to them that he was, a brahmachari like that. And then he had a job at some cafe, A&W Root Beers, where Guru Maharaj used to clean the area, the tables and all, everything. But the problem was that they used to serve meat in that place. So this news, this complaint, it reached Srila Prabhupada that Jayapataka Brahmachari is working in a place where they serve meat. So Srila Prabhupada asked, okay, so what do you do at that place? Do you serve meat like that? Then Guru Maharaj said that, no, I don't serve meat, but after they eat and they go, I clean up the area. So Srila Prabhupada, he said that in Manu Samhita, it is mentioned that one who gives money to buy, or one who cuts the meat, or one who cooks meat, or one who serves, one who prepares this thing. So they are all implicated in the sin, but one who cleans is not implicated. So it is no problem. You can, work in that case. So that was a relief for Maharaj. And then he worked at a record shop with Chitsukhananda Prabhu, and the manager there, he would not allow them to chant. So they used to go to some fire exit and sit there and chant like that. They used to, manage their chanting. And then for reading, there was not much books were available at that time. Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada had allowed one book. That was Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Volume 1 by Professor Sanyal, God Brother. It was written by Professor Sanyal, who was the God Brother of Srila Prabhupada. So this is the only book that Prabhupada had allowed at that time for devotees to read. And so when Guru Maharaj read that book, he was very careful, when he reads, he takes up points. So he found that it was mentioned that Haridas Thakur, he used to chant loudly whenever there was any mental distraction. Otherwise also he used to chant loudly. So then Guru Maharaj, taking up this point, started chanting very loudly in the temple complex. So at the top of his lungs, he used to shout like that and he used to chant. So this became disturbing to other devotees, and devotees complained about Guru Maharaj to Srila Prabhupada. This is what is happening. So Srila Prabhupada asked Guru Maharaj, yes, what is your explanation? Why are you doing this? What is your explanation? So Guru Maharaj said that, I read this in the book that it is mentioned that if you have some mental material distractions or something like that, then you should chant loudly. So I was just doing that. So Srila Prabhupada said, okay, that is good, but you find some other place. Don't disturb other devotees. So Guru Maharaj found another place. He went to a nearby place, and it was kind of a small hill, and he used to sit there and chant very loudly. It was called Mount Roy. It's still there. Okay. Then within a few weeks of first initiation, Guru Maharaj got second initiation at New York. And then he became president at Toronto Temple. And at that time, the division was president and treasurer and secretary like that. At that time, treasurer was Sripati Prabhu. But then Guru Maharaj, he thought that it was better that Sripati Prabhuji become the president, as people used to speak French there, and Guru Maharaj was not very comfortable in speaking French. So he was trying for that. And then Jagadish Prabhu and Lakshmi Muni Mataji arrived, and they were given the presidentship. And Guru Maharaj left. Now, Guru Maharaj always wanted to go to India. He already had expressed his desire to Srila Prabhupada. So he got a letter from Srila Prabhupada that you can go to India and you can help with Achyutanand, but I want you to have a long-term visa of at least 2 years. Okay, so and don't stay in Madhav Maharaj Gaudiya. That is also what Guru Maharaj wanted. But then another letter arrived from Achyutananda Prabhu that he still is not able to get some land. So he's still staying with the Madhav Maharaj Gaudiya Math, and so it was delayed. But then after some time, so during this time when Guru Maharaj could not go to India because they did not have their own place and he had to stay in the West. So at that time, Rupanuga Prabhu arrived and he said that, I need some help in Chicago Center. So can I take Bhakti Jai with me? I mean, Jayapataka Swami, Jayapataka Brahmachari with me. So Srila Prabhupada said, okay, yeah, so that will be perfect. When they were going, at that time, Rupanaga Prabhu, he knew that Guru Maharaj did not have any driving license, but still he requested Guru Maharaj to drive. And while driving, Guru Maharaj became a little drowsy and he slept off and there was a mild accident. So when this accident happened, Guru Maharaj started chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, like that. And Rupanaga Prabhu, he then commented that, see, while the accident happened, you were remembering Krishna, you were chanting Krishna's name. And I, being a Grahastha, I was remembering my wife and my child. So that is the difference between a Brahmachari and a Grahastha. So, yeah. So, and then after that, Rupanuga Prabhu said that you don't stay here, you just go because you don't have a driving license. So I will say that I was driving and so we don't get implicated. So you just go, don't come to see me even in the hospital, you just leave from here. So then he went to a nearby place. It was a center at Colorado. He went there and there Guru Maharaj got VIP treatment because there were not many bhaktas in Colorado temple. It was very new and Guru Maharaj was 1 year old in Iskcon. So he was the senior devotee. So like that, so they were asking him so many questions, how we should do this, how we should do that, and Guru Maharaj was guiding them. And even wearing sari, Akuti Mataji and Sandi Mataji, they asked Guru Maharaj if he can teach them how to wear a sari. And so Guru Maharaj, he looked at the Brijvasi print of Gopis and Radharani and he saw how they are wearing. And so he wore the sari on himself and showed it to these Matajis. They learned. And then he was, for some time, he was co-president with Bhagwan Das Prabhuji at Chicago. And then finally, the telegram came from Garg Muni Prabhuji that go to India. Achyutananda's letter is favorable. So then Guru Maharaj, after that, he went to Toronto temple to collect some Lakshmi so that he can get the flight. And this flight was historical because it was the cheapest flight in the history, $114 from, he traveled from Montreal to London to Brussels to Bombay to Calcutta. And the flight was also not direct. It used to halt at every stop. Like, for example, if he is going from Brussels to Bombay, it was Brussels to Rome to Cairo to Yemen to Karachi to Bombay, like that. So many stops. It took Guru Maharaj 1.5 days. And then finally he reached. In between, when he reached Bombay, he got a cultural shock. Because, he had never seen beggars out there like that. So in Bombay, when he landed, he saw that one lady, she was a leper and she was carrying a small baby and she was almost falling on Guru Maharaj, bakshish, like that, give me some money like that. So he was already exhausted. Guru Maharaj was so much exhausted physically and, like that. So then he, so this was June 1970 when Guru Maharaj first put his lotus feet on Bharat Bhumi. And then after that, he reached Calcutta and Calcutta was a little better for him. He found that little more civilized. And finally, he reached Madhav Maharaj Gaudiya Math. There he found that Achyutananda had, told a lie. He had not got any place and he was still living at Madhav Maharaj Gaudiya Math. So Guru Maharaj also had to stay at that place for 2 months. Now there, Guru Maharaj got experience of, seeing so many sannyasis. He had seen only Srila Prabhupada as sannyasi in the West, but here he found there were so many sannyasis and how to respect them and everything. And he found one strange thing, that seating arrangement during the prasad was that, they used to sit according to the initiation date. if they are sitting, they would ask, "Aapka diksha kab hua? When was it? Your initiation done? Yours, like that. You tell, yeah, okay. So you come here. No. Like that. No, aapka pehle hua. You sit here, like that. So that was the arrangement they used to have. And then Guru Maharaj started picking up Bengali there because he had to buy vegetables. He was given this service of buying groceries and all. So he used to interact with people. He started picking up Bengali. And after 2 months, they got their own place and the center in Calcutta, which later they shifted to 3C Albert Road, Radha Govind Center, which we have now. And yeah, so initially it was a rented place. Later on, it was bought by Iskcon. Yeah. So now 1970 is the year Guru Maharaj reached there, and in the same year, just after 2 or 3 months, Srila Prabhupada landed in India with his dancing white elephants. So Guru Maharaj came to Calcutta and then to Mayapur, and on 10th September, on the Radhashtami day, Srila Prabhupada, he asked Guru Maharaj, "Would you like to take sannyas?" So Guru Maharaj remembers that Srila Prabhupada had instructed that first and second initiation, the disciple has to ask from Guru. And the third initiation, Guru asks the disciple if he would like to take, if Guru finds that the disciple is capable. So this was an indication that Srila Prabhupada had so much trust in Guru Maharaj. And so he asked him, "Would you like to take sannyas?" And Guru Maharaj said, "Yes, Srila Prabhupada, whatever you want." So then Guru Maharaj became Jayapataka Swami, from Jayapataka Brahmachari or Jayapataka Das to Jayapataka Swami. And he was only 21 years old at that time. So we can imagine, 21 years, young boy at that time, and so much of responsibility he's going to take for Srila Prabhupada. So he became the 11th sannyasi in the history of Iskcon. 9 initiations Srila Prabhupada had given in the West, and 10th was given to Achyutananda Prabhu, and then 11th to. So he became the 11th sannyasi. Yeah. So you can see this was in Calcutta, 1970, Radhashtami day. Then in 1971, with a lot of difficulty, Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he acquired 5-acre land at Mayapur. This was very, very pleasing for Srila Prabhupada, and this was very, very difficult because, they were young brahmacharis and, talking to those localites there, and, there was difficulty in understanding their language, and still to make this contract with them and finally acquiring this 5-acre land was a big achievement for Iskcon. So when this was done, after that, Guru Maharaj, because he had done chemical engineering, he started, studying on the cow dung and cow urine and things like that, how much phosphorus, how much this thing is there, to use it in the farming. So he asked Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj that, can we do farming in this area? So Tamal Krishna Goswami said, it's just a barren land. I don't know what you can grow in this area. So, but then he said, okay, we can just try. Let us try. So they tried, and to their surprise, very amazing yield was there. They grew tomatoes and then radish, and they grew tons of radish. It was so much radish. Guru Maharaj remembers in one of his lectures, he tells that there was radish for the breakfast, radish for the lunch, and radish for the dinner. And this was not for 1 day or 2 days. For months together, this went on, and people were like, devotees became so fed up of radish. So they told Guru Maharaj that, please stop this radish thing and please let us get something else now. So so much of hardship was there. We can imagine how Guru Maharaj was, we can see the background from where he came, till 9 years he was in that, big mansion. We have already seen what luxurious house was there. And now we see how, he was there just on the order of his Guru. He's completely surrendered now, and he is loving it. Guru Maharaj says that, he became so attached to his services at Mayapur that once he wrote to Prabhupada that I feel I'm getting so attached to Mayapur. So Srila Prabhupada said that this attachment is so good. So that means you have become attached to the lotus dust on the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. So that is good. And he used to ride on bicycle every day for 45 minutes. He had to go to buy groceries and things like that. And then this grass hut was there. They used to look, Srila Prabhupada's grass hut, and then Lotus building, and then they started working on the long building like that. Weekly budget was only rupees 35 per month, and they had to somehow manage in that. And also in one of, I think, some lecture or something, maybe someone shared this past time, it mentioned that how Guru Maharaj, he sometimes would get, because there was no proper food, water also was not so good, and he used to get stomach upset like that, and he used to get fever. And during this fever also, he would go in the fields and he would just lie there, and devotees would tell that you just go inside and rest like that. He would say, no, I just lie in the sun and I'll be better. And then again he would keep working day and night like that. So, and for drinking water also, no proper water facility was there, and they had to, they used to drink water which had even dead flies in that. So that is kind of austerity they performed while in the initial stage of Mayapur development. So yeah, so they had to cook and do farming, puja, shopping, preaching, construction work, driving, everything. And Srila Prabhupada gave an instruction to make Mayapur a big city where 50,000 people would come. And this was very amazing for Guru Maharaj, because he thought that we are just 5 people sitting in this grass hut, and for 50,000 people to come and stay here, it was unimaginable at that time. And they used to have so much trouble with laborers. And then there are some other things, but I think we are falling short of time. So there was one cobra at that time, and Guru Maharaj shot it and protected. So he was known as Big Brother there, because he was so protective for all the devotees to protect them. So this is the grass hut that that was the first, first building, you can say, in Mayapur, Srila Prabhupada Bhajan Kutir, from where everything started. So this is a picture of Guru Maharaj, and where he was, giving agricultural knowledge to other farmers also, and he was trying himself also. And then I will just rush through now. There was this Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada took the devotees to Kumbh Mela, and there were some pastimes there. I will share this PPT with all of you, so you can just go through the rest of whatever is left. You can just go through the PPT and you will know. Then they went back to Calcutta, and at Calcutta he was removed as temple president 11 times. Guru Maharaj became temple president 11 times, and he was removed 11 times. And then there was a pastime with the Panchadravid Prabhuji. So again, short of time, so I cannot explain this fully. Yeah. So in this we can see citizenship. Guru Maharaj got Indian citizenship, and he gave up his American citizenship. He started Food for Life, and then then how deities came to Mayapur, that is also there. So I would request all of you to please read from this PPT. I will just go through some pictures now. So Guru Maharaj has a very important role in visiting all the Shripads within the Gauromandal Bhumi, and he's developing them. And these places are in the very interior of the Navadip Mandal, like that. So a lot of hard work has been done by Guru Maharaj. Then jail preaching, he became GPC to many zones. And then on the order of Srila Prabhupada, 11 initiating gurus were designated, and so Guru Maharaj was one of them. And then Guru Maharaj's departure in November 1977, which was a big shock for everybody. And Guru Maharaj was very heartbroken at that time. But then it took a few months for him to, come back to his services. And so then after that, Guru Maharaj started giving initiations on the order of Srila Prabhupada. So first initiation was given in 1978, April. Yeah. And then Guru Maharaj started preaching worldwide. And so many books have been written by Guru Maharaj. And the important thing, Bhakti Vriksha, Namhata, and preaching in the Middle East, Atlanta, like that. Panihati Festival, special mention on Panihati Festival. It became a different story when Guru Maharaj visited the Atlanta temple during the Panihati Festival. After that, it is like home to Guru Maharaj, second home to Guru Maharaj. Yeah, and then in 1989, there was an attack at the Madrid airport. And then the stroke, because these pastimes, I'm sure we all have heard about, but the pastimes which happened before this, we are not very familiar with. So I think I can end up here. I'll just rush through these pictures. So that is our Guru Maharaj, unstoppable. And Guru Maharaj says that I may be wounded, but I'm not out of the game yet. I'm still playing. So is our Guru Maharaj, victory flag of Krishna. So all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So it was so wonderful. It was like everything going, like when you were telling all the pastime, it was like going through on the screen with the PPT, like we can visualize those pastimes, like it's going. And actually, you have done such an hard work, Mataji, to collate all the book in a PPT, and it would be so helpful for us also just to memorize all these things about Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji. So if anyone, so devotees here, if anyone has any question to ask from Mataji, or otherwise Mataji said she will ask. So just Mataji, one thing, like, how did you, Lalitangi Mataji also asked, I was also going to ask this, how did you got interacted with Guru Maharaj and your personal realization or pastime with Guru Maharaj?
Mataji, yeah, actually, my heart is steel frame. But yeah, whatever little realizations I have. Yeah. So initially, I was at Coimbatore, and it was mercy of Her Grace Lalitangi Mataji that I got connected to Iskcon. And during Rath Yatras, Guru Maharaj used to come, and Guru Maharaj visited during the Rath Yatra, and it was a sight to look at him, because he was at that time was so active, so red face and very heavy, and beautiful face, beautiful hands, and feet. My husband, he remembers how beautiful red colored feet he had. So like that, and that was the first thing. And after that, for quite some time, in 2006 I left Coimbatore, and quite some time I was not in contact with many devotees like that. So and then again, by the mercy of Her Grace Lalitangi Mataji, I came in touch with I came in touch with her, and through her, she inspired me to go and see Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj had come to Delhi at that time. So I went and saw Guru Maharaj at that time. And then Guru Maharaj, he asked me a few questions, and he was, talking to me. And then I asked him, Guru Maharaj, do you, please give me some instruction for my life. And then Guru Maharaj said that Rohini will make her family devotee. He said, which I seek your blessing that I may be able to follow this. And yeah, and then after that, after we were in Coimbatore, we were 4 friends who used to visit the temple together. Myself, Vishnukanta Mataji, she's also here, and Nidhivan Mataji, and Anchal, my friend. Anchal was my junior, Nidhivan Mataji was my senior, and Vidushi Mataji was my batchmate. So we all used to go, and after that we all separated. She went to, Vishnukanta Mataji went to Merit, and my friend Nidhivan Mataji, she went to Cochin. I came to Delhi. Like that, we all had gone to separate places. And during this period of 2015, 16, 13, 14, 15, 16, like that, those 4 years, Guru Maharaj somehow picked up everybody from wherever we were. I got initiated from Delhi. Nidhivan Mataji got initiated in Cochin, where she was. And Vishnukanta Mataji got initiated. And Achal Mataji had got sheltered. And like that. So somehow Guru Maharaj had, picked up everybody. It was so amazing for all of us. And somehow we were brought back to our senses. So yeah. Like there are so many other things which I can tell, but I think we're already falling short of time. Everybody must be wanting to go. So yeah. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Anyone else has any question? Just last question, if anyone has any. Otherwise, we'll just wind up.
Yeah, one more thing. Can I share?
Hare
Yes,
Krishna,
yes,
Mataji.
please.
Thank you for nice
Thank you.
class, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am, please
Yeah.
share.
So one more thing. When I was planning for this, aspiring and shelter initiation thing, I talked to Her Grace Lalitangi Mataji. And at that time I was talking to her, and I was saying that, I'm searching, I want to now get initiation, but I'm not sure. Just a second. Yeah. So and I was telling her that, but if I want to take aspiring, then I must be sure of how much my guru is attached to Srila Prabhupada. Look at the audacity. Look at the audacity. I had to, just a second. Okay. Yeah. So, so this is what I was thinking in my mind, that, my guru should have a lot of attachment for Srila Prabhupada. I couldn't see what my guru had done for Srila Prabhupada, because there was such a, so then within a day or two, Guru Maharaj announced that he is going to take classes on Srila Prabhupada's Leela for 20 to 30 days. Every day he took sessions on Srila Prabhupada's Leela. So this is something I shared with Lalitangi Mataji also. So this was kind of a slap on my face. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nice that you have shared all. Thank you so much, Mataji. Maybe we can have another session also for the rest of the PPT in the future. Okay.
Yes.
So we can thanks Mataji with chanting one time Hare Krishna Mahamant for Mataji. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, very nice session.
Thank you, Mataji. Vanchakataram Sakar Sindhamesh. Patatanam Pavane Bhavasham. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai.